All right, so we are diving into this ebook someone sent us called The Online Goldmine: 7 Ways to Make Money Online. I gotta say, the title alone is pretty catchy.
Okay.
But you seem interested in figuring out how to make money online, and
Well, yeah, who isn't these days, right?
yeah, that's true.
Everyone is looking for that side hustle or, maybe their main hustle.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, I was really curious about this one.
Okay, well, let's unpack it then and
Yeah.
see what we can learn about these so-called secrets to making money
I
online.
like that
Yeah.
unpacking a gold mine.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully there's a nugget in here that can help someone listening launch their next venture or at least earn a little extra cash.
Yeah.
What do you think so far about this?
You know what I like about this is that it's not like some other things out there where it's only focused on like one type of person.
Right.
Oh, you need to be a coder or you need to be
A social media influencer.
yeah, exactly.
Ah.
This one seems to acknowledge that there are people out there with different skills,
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
risk tolerances,
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
goals.
Definitely. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it covers a lot of ground. Like
Yeah.
freelancing, affiliate marketing, even investing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was curious to get your take on the freelancing section in particular,
Okay.
especially this idea of niching down that it keeps talking about.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that?
You know, it is funny how something so simple can be so powerful.
Yeah.
Because I think we often think of these freelancing platforms like Upwork and Fiverr
Hmm.
as just these big marketplaces, you
Yeah.
know?
Like anyone can just sign up.
Yeah, just a huge pool of everybody.
Right.
But if you really want to stand out, you really need to focus on your expertise and you need to niche down.
Right.
And I love the example that they give, which is I help eco-friendly brands design logos.
Okay.
Now, that's a lot better than just saying I'm a graphic designer, right?
It's so much more
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah. It's like you immediately know if you're the right customer for that person.
Yeah. And, if you're an eco-friendly brand, you're like,
I need that person.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's the person I need. Versus just like, oh, I'm a graphic designer. I can do anything.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're just one of like a zillion people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So niching down is key.
Niching down is key.
So, but how do you actually do that?
Yeah.
How do you actually figure out like what your niche should be?
Well, it's definitely more than just combining like your skills with some random like trending topic,
Right.
So I think what this ebook is saying is you really need to think about what you're good at already.
Oh, yeah.
What are you passionate about?
Okay.
But then go a step further and think, okay, is there actually a need for this?
Right. Are people actually going to pay me for this?
Yeah, exactly. And are there enough people out there who would potentially need what I'm offering?
Okay.
And the author even suggests that you should look at what your competitors are doing. Yeah. So you can see kind of what they're doing well,
Yeah.
where there might be some gaps you can fill.
So you're like reverse engineering success.
Exactly.
Looking at what's already working and then figuring out how you fit into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really smart approach.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay. So let's talk about affiliate marketing.
Okay.
I think a lot of people listening have probably heard of this and are interested in, earning a little extra income.
Passive income.
Yeah, passively,
Yeah.
by just recommending products that they love.
Yeah. It is a simple concept.
Yeah.
You promote someone else's product.
Yeah.
And then when someone buys through your link, you get a commission.
Right.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
But this ebook actually goes into a little bit more detail.
Okay, good.
It talks about different approaches like joining an established program like Amazon Associates,
Mm-hmm.
or you can even partner directly with brands.
Oh, okay. So there's like different levels there.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Okay, so there was this example that caught my eye, and it was talking about creating a blog post or a video titled like Top 5 Tools I Use to Edit My Podcast.
Okay.
And then you just weave in affiliate links
Yeah.
to those tools.
I like that. It's
Yeah.
very natural,
Yeah, it's not like you're shoving it down people's throats.
Exactly.
You're providing value, and then you're like, oh, and by the way, if you're interested in this, you can check it out here.
Yeah, and it's genuine.
Yeah.
Like you're actually using those tools.
Right. It's not like you're just like, oh, I found this random thing online.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got freelancing and affiliate marketing, but now I want to get into this idea of creating your own digital products.
Okay.
This idea is really interesting to me, this zero inventory, infinite sales.
Yeah, it sounds very appealing.
Right. Is
Yeah.
it really that magical, though?
I mean, I think there's definitely a lot of potential there
Okay.
if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You create the thing once.
Like an ebook or something?
An ebook, an online course, or even like a template.
Yeah.
You create it once, and then you can just sell it over and over and over again.
Right.
No manufacturing, no shipping.
Right. You don't have to store boxes in your garage.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so this ebook is talking about a bunch of different types of digital products, comprehensive online courses, more niche things like meal planning guides or templates. So where do you even begin with something like this?
Yeah. How do you even figure out what to create?
Yeah. Do you have to be an expert in something?
I mean, it helps to have some expertise.
Yeah.
But I think it's more about thinking, okay, what is a problem that I can solve or a need that I can fulfill?
Right.
And think about your own experiences. Like, what are some things that you wish there was a solution for?
Right.
So, for example, maybe you really struggle with meal planning after you had a baby.
Okay.
Or maybe you spend hours and hours trying to design like a professional-looking Instagram post.
Oh.
Those are the kinds of things that could be a great digital product idea.
Okay, so it's like you're channeling your own struggles
Exactly.
into something that other people could benefit from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about content creation.
Right.
This is a whole section in this ebook, and it's talking about how you can build an audience online and earn income through your content.
What I like about this is that you can build a platform and a following around something that you're actually passionate about.
Right.
Like fitness or finance or travel or anything, really.
Right.
You create the content, you attract like-minded people, and then there are different ways to monetize that audience.
Right. This ebook talks about ad sponsorships, memberships, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But how do you stand out?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's so much noise online.
There is?
So do you have to be chasing like every viral trend?
Yeah. Is that the key?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's more about creating content that's good
Yeah.
and creating content consistently.
Right. Like showing up
Yeah, exactly.
on a regular basis.
And building that trust with your audience.
Right.
That's what's going to make them stick around.
Okay. So it's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Definitely not.
You have to put in the time and the effort.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of putting in the time and the effort, let's talk about remote work. It feels like there are more and more opportunities to work from anywhere these days.
Absolutely.
So this ebook is talking about this rise of the gig economy.
Yeah.
Which is cool because it's flexible, but it can also be really unpredictable.
Right. Exactly.
So then there's the more like traditional route of finding a dedicated remote job. But what do you think are the pros and cons of each of those?
Well, with the gig economy, you get that flexibility.
Yeah.
You can kind of set your own hours.
Right.
You can work from wherever you want.
Yeah.
But it can be really hard to predict your income.
Okay.
You might have a really great month and then a really slow month.
Okay.
Whereas with dedicated remote jobs,
Yeah.
You're probably going to get benefits.
Yeah.
More stability
Right. Okay.
and a reliable paycheck.
Okay. So you trade a little bit of freedom for security.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. Let's move on to something a little bit more creative.
Aye.
Print on demand.
Oh, this is a fun one.
I know.
Well,
You're designing and selling merchandise without having to deal with any inventory.
I know, it's amazing.
So how does that even work?
So there are these platforms like Printful and Teespring,
Okay.
and they handle everything like the printing, the shipping,
Oh, wow.
the customer service.
So you just design it.
Yeah, you just focus on the designs and the marketing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the example in this ebook was talking about this artist who's earning decent money by selling cat-themed designs.
Of course, cat-themed designs. Who doesn't love a good cat t-shirt?
Exactly. Right. So you just upload your designs to these platforms, and then people can buy them on t-shirts, mugs, phone cases.
All sorts of stuff.
That's so cool. Okay, so you mentioned marketing.
Yeah.
How do you do that for print on demand?
Well, Instagram is a great place for that.
Okay.
And Pinterest.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Very visual.
Yeah, you can just showcase your designs.
Exactly.
All right, so we've talked about a lot of different methods.
Yeah, we have.
That require different skills, creativity, and all that.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about investing.
Okay.
Which is something I think a lot of people think of as like a separate world from making money online.
Right.
But this ebook actually dedicates a whole section to it.
Yeah, and I think that's really important.
Okay.
Because investing is not just about getting rich quick.
Right.
It's about building long-term wealth and security.
Okay.
And you don't have to be like a Wall Street mogul to do it.
Okay, good.
You can start small.
Yeah.
and build your portfolio over time.
So it's more of a slow and steady wins the race
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay, so this ebook mentions a few different investment options like stocks, crypto, peer-to-peer lending.
Yeah.
It seems like the main takeaway, though, is that you need to diversify your investments and be patient.
Yeah.
It's not about chasing the latest trends or trying to time the market.
Right.
It's about creating a plan and sticking to it.
Okay, so while the other methods we talked about are more about like earning money actively, investing is more about like setting yourself up for the future.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. So before we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to talk about something really important.
Right.
Avoiding disaster.
Oh, yeah. We don't want any disasters.
No, we don't. So this ebook outlines 3 rules
Okay.
to make sure that you don't fall prey to scams or make any like really costly mistakes.
Yeah.
So what are these rules?
All right. Rule number 1 is beware of scams.
Okay, that seems pretty obvious.
Yeah, you would think so, but
But people fall for it.
all the time.
Yeah.
So if it sounds too good to be true,
It probably is.
probably is.
Yeah. Do your research, read reviews.
Yeah.
Be wary of anyone who promises, overnight riches or guaranteed success.
Right.
Those are huge red flags.
Okay, rule number 2.
Rule number 2 is start small.
Okay.
So don't invest a ton of money in an idea
Right.
before you've actually tested it.
Yeah.
Dip your toes in first. Try out a few gigs on a freelancing platform.
Okay.
Launch a small affiliate marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Create a simple digital product and just see if there's interest.
Right.
Don't go all in right away.
Okay. I like that. Rule number 3.
Rule number 3 is track everything.
Okay.
So use free tools like Google Sheets
Okay.
to monitor your income, your expenses,
Okay.
your progress, and your results.
So you're basically treating it like a business,
Yeah, exactly.
even if it's just a side hustle.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. So we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah, we have.
We've explored all these different online money-making methods.
Yeah.
We've talked about freelancing, affiliate marketing, creating digital products,
Yeah.
content creation, remote work, print on demand, even investing.
We did it all.
Yeah, we did. And we talked about some important rules to avoid disaster.
Yes, we did.
So I'm excited to dive deeper into each of these methods
Yeah.
in the next part of our deep dive.
Let's do it.
We're going to uncover some more specific strategies and actionable insights.
Awesome.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. So last time we talked about niching down and freelancing, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think it can be tough to put that into practice.
Yeah.
How can someone really identify a profitable niche?
Oh, man. That is like the $1,000,000 question.
Yeah.
It's not just about like, oh, I'm good at this thing.
Right.
It's about, okay, but is anyone actually willing to pay for this thing?
Right.
So you got to find that sweet spot, like where your skills meet a need.
Right.
Like imagine like a Venn diagram, you know?
Yeah.
One circle is your skills and your passions. The other circle is like what people are searching for.
Okay.
What are they willing to pay for?
Okay.
And that overlap. That's where the magic happens.
I like that. Okay, so how do you actually map that out?
Well, you could start by just like listing out your skills,
Okay.
even the ones that seem kind of mundane.
Okay.
And then I would say just start browsing online.
Okay.
Look at freelancing platforms, look at courses,
Okay.
even just look at like social media ads.
Okay.
What kinds of services are people advertising?
Okay, so you're looking for like patterns.
Yeah, exactly. You're looking for clues.
Okay.
Like what are the keywords that keep popping up?
Yeah.
What are the services that seem to have a lot of competition?
Okay.
That usually indicates that there's some demand there.
Okay, that makes sense. But what if you're really passionate about something that doesn't seem to have a lot of demand?
Well, then you got to get creative. Maybe you need to get even more specific with your niche
Okay.
or combine your passion with something else.
Okay.
So let's say you're obsessed with like medieval history, but it seems like there's not a huge market for freelance writing about medieval history.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe you combine that with like graphic design skills.
Fair.
And you create like historical infographics
Okay,
or
right.
website templates for museums or something.
That's cool.
You got to think outside the box.
Yeah, you don't just have to follow the crowd.
That's exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about affiliate marketing.
Okay.
We talked about using content to promote products.
Yep.
But how do you choose the right products to promote?
Well, I actually think you should start with the audience, not the product.
Okay.
So think about what are their pain points?
Okay.
What are they struggling with?
Okay.
What would make their lives better?
Okay, so you're not just like grabbing any random affiliate link you see.
No.
You're thinking about like, okay, does this actually make sense for my audience?
Exactly.
Okay, but what about those huge affiliate networks like Amazon Associates?
Oh, yeah, those are overwhelming.
Yeah, they have like millions of products.
I know.
So how do you even begin to navigate that?
Well, I think one approach is to focus on the stuff you already use and love.
Okay.
So if you're a tech person,
Yeah.
maybe you promote gadgets and software.
Okay.
If you're a fitness fanatic,
Yeah.
maybe you promote workout gear and supplements.
Okay.
But the key here is authenticity.
Yeah.
Like people can tell if you're just like trying to shill something random.
Right. They need to know that you actually use it and believe in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of believing in something, let's talk about creating your own digital products.
Okay.
It sounds really appealing,
Yeah,
but it can be really intimidating.
it can.
So where do you even begin?
Well, one thing I like to do is just imagine I'm having a conversation with my ideal customer.
Okay.
Like, what are they asking me about?
Okay.
What are they struggling with?
Okay.
What would make their lives easier?
Okay, so you're basically creating a solution to a specific problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but there are so many different types of digital products,
Yeah.
ebooks, courses, templates. Like, how do you choose the right format?
Well, it depends on the complexity of what you're offering.
Okay.
So if it's a simple solution,
Yeah.
maybe a checklist or a template or a short ebook is enough.
Okay.
But if it's something more complex,
Yeah.
maybe an online course makes more sense.
Okay.
Or a membership site.
Right, so you can drip the content out over time.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm seeing how all of these different methods can kind of like work together.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You could create an ebook as a freelancer,
Yeah,
promote it through affiliate marketing,
Uh-huh.
and then turn it into an online course.
exactly.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's all connected.
Okay, let's talk about content creation.
All right.
We talked about being consistent and creating good content.
Yeah.
But how do you actually break through the noise?
Well, one strategy is to get really specific.
Okay.
So instead of just being like a food blogger,
Yeah.
maybe you're the vegan, gluten-free dessert blogger.
No, okay.
You know what I mean?
So you're niching down again.
Yeah, niching down is key.
But this time it's with your content.
Exactly.
Okay, but even if you find the right audience,
Mhm.
how do you keep them engaged?
Well, you got to build a community,
Okay.
respond to comments,
Okay.
ask questions,
Yeah.
run polls, create content that encourages interaction.
Okay, so it's not just about broadcasting.
No.
It's about conversation.
Exactly. You want people to feel like they're part of something,
Right.
not just like passive consumers.
I like that. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about remote work.
Okay.
There are a ton of platforms out there,
There are.
but how do you know which ones are legit?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Because there are definitely some shady ones out there.
Okay, so red flags.
Yeah, red flags are like platforms that require upfront fees
Okay.
or that charge huge commissions.
Okay.
Legit platforms usually just take a small percentage
Okay.
of your earnings.
Okay.
Or they might have like a premium membership
Okay.
with extra features.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Also be wary of any job postings that seem too good to be true
Right.
or that ask for like your social security number.
Your bank account information.
Yeah, all that stuff right away.
Right.
That's a bad sign.
Basically just use common sense.
Yeah.
Okay, print on demand.
Yeah.
We talked about designing cool stuff,
Yeah.
but what about marketing?
Oh, yeah. Marketing is key.
Yeah. How do you actually get people to buy your stuff?
Well, this is where those visual platforms like Instagram and Pinterest come in.
Okay.
You create beautiful posts
Yeah.
that showcase your designs and link to your store.
Okay.
You can also run ads
Okay.
to target specific people.
So you really have to think like a marketer.
Yeah, you do.
It's not just about the design.
No.
Okay, what about Etsy?
Oh, Etsy is great for print on demand.
Okay.
Especially if your designs are kind of like handmade or vintage.
Okay.
A good fit for that platform.
Cool. Okay, so now let's wrap up this part of our deep dive with a discussion about investing. Last time we talked about diversifying and taking a long-term approach.
Yeah.
So what are some practical steps someone can take to actually get started?
Well, if you're a beginner,
Yeah.
I would say check out robo-advisors.
Okay, what's that?
So it's basically like a virtual financial advisor.
Okay.
They use algorithms
Okay.
to create a portfolio for you
Okay.
based on your risk tolerance and your goals.
Okay, so it's like hands-off.
Pretty much.
Cool.
They usually have low fees too.
Okay, that's good. So what if you want more control over your investments?
Well, then you can open an account with an online brokerage
Okay.
that gives you more options,
Okay.
like individual stocks, bonds, mutual funds.
Okay, so it's more DIY.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to do your own research.
Yeah, you got to do your homework.
Okay, that makes sense. But no matter what approach you choose,
Yeah.
you got to do your due diligence,
Yeah.
research your options,
Mm.
understand the risks.
Right. There's no guarantees.
No guarantees in investing.
But you can make informed decisions You can definitely make informed decisions.
Okay, so we've explored a lot of different online money-making methods.
Yeah.
Freelancing, affiliate marketing, digital products, content creation, remote work, print on demand,
You did it all?
investing.
Yeah.
We talked about niching down, building trust with your audience,
Yeah.
avoiding scams.
Very important.
And in the next part of our deep dive,
Okay.
we're going to step back and look at the big picture.
The big picture.
Yeah, like what are some overarching strategies
Okay.
that can help you navigate the online world effectively?
I like it.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Okay, so we've really gone deep into the mechanics of all this stuff.
Yeah.
Making money online? I mean, we've covered a lot.
We have.
But now I kind of want to zoom out a little bit
Okay.
and look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Like, are there any like overarching strategies or mindsets
Yeah.
that can help someone really thrive in this whole digital landscape?
You know, it's funny. A lot of the advice for like succeeding online
Yeah.
is really just the same advice for succeeding in anything you know.
Right.
Like one thing that this ebook talks about
Yeah.
is building a strong online presence.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, like, first impressions are digital these days.
Pretty much.
You want to make sure you're putting your best foot forward.
Yeah, you want to put your best digital foot forward.
Right, exactly. So, but what does that actually mean?
Right. What does that actually mean?
Yeah.
Is it just like having a website
Yeah.
and a bunch of followers?
Right.
I think it's more about creating a brand identity.
Okay.
You know, something that reflects your values,
Yeah.
your expertise,
Yeah.
who you are.
Okay.
Think of it like you're curating a museum exhibit about yourself.
Okay. I like that.
What story do you want to tell?
Yeah. What artifacts are you putting in there?
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. Okay. So it's not just about like throwing information out there.
Yeah.
It's about thinking strategically about how you're presenting yourself.
Exactly.
Okay. And speaking of connecting with people,
Yeah.
this ebook also talks about networking,
It does.
which I know can be kind of a scary word for some people,
It can.
but I'm curious to hear your take on this.
Yeah.
Like, how do you network effectively online?
I think a lot of people have the wrong idea about networking. Like they think it's all about
Yeah.
like those awkward conversations at conferences
Yeah.
where you're trying to like hand out your business card to everyone. Like,
yeah,
sort of
in their
the-
face. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But it doesn't have to be like that.
Okay.
It's really just about building genuine connections
Okay.
with people who, you know, share your interests or
Yes.
who are working in similar fields.
Yeah.
It's not about like, what can I get from this person?
Right.
It's about building a relationship.
Okay. So how do you actually find those people?
Well, there are a lot of ways.
Okay.
You can join Facebook groups, online forums,
Okay.
attend virtual conferences and webinars,
Okay.
engage with people's content,
Yeah.
ask questions,
Yeah.
share your own insights.
Okay. So you're being an active participant,
Yeah.
not just lurking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to put yourself out there.
And I imagine that's important to be like generous
Oh, yeah?
with your own knowledge and resources. You're not just like taking.
No, you got to give back.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So this ebook also talks about the importance of continuous learning, which makes sense because
Yeah.
the online world is constantly changing.
Constantly.
So how do you keep up with everything?
It's kind of like playing a video game
Okay.
where the rules are always changing. You
Right.
can't just rely on what you knew a year ago.
Right.
You have to keep leveling up.
So it's never like set it and forget it.
No, definitely not.
Okay. So how do you actually level up?
Well, there are so many resources available.
Okay.
Free courses, blogs, articles, podcasts,
Yeah.
even paid courses and workshops.
Yeah.
If you want to go really deep on something, the
Right.
key is to just never stop learning and be open to new ideas.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've talked about building your online presence.
Yeah.
Networking, continuous learning. But I think there's also something to be said for like the mental game.
The mindset.
Yeah, exactly. Like what are some mental strategies that
Yeah.
can help someone navigate the challenges of the online world?
One of the most important qualities
Okay.
is perseverance,
Okay.
because there will be setbacks.
Oh, yeah.
There will be times when you want to give up,
Yeah, for sure.
but you can't.
Gotta keep going.
You got to keep going.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling discouraged,
Yeah.
remember, you're not alone.
Yeah.
Every successful person has felt that way at some point.
Right.
It's normal.
Yeah.
And focus on your why.
Okay.
Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
What are you passionate about?
Yeah.
Remember that.
Okay.
And also remember that success is not a straight line.
Right.
There will be detours, there will be roadblocks, but you got to learn from those and keep moving forward.
So it's about having resilience.
Yeah.
And believing in yourself.
You got it.
Okay, well, this has been a really fascinating deep dive
It has.
into this online goldmine ebook.
Yeah, I feel like we've really unpacked it.
Yeah, we've explored all these different money-making methods. We've
Definitely.
talked about practical strategies.
Yeah.
We've even gotten a little philosophical.
Little bit.
So for you listening out there,
Yeah.
I hope this has given you some ideas
Yeah.
and some inspiration
Yeah.
to start your own online journey.
The online world is constantly changing.
It is.
So stay curious, stay adaptable, and don't be afraid to experiment.
That's great advice.
Thank you.
And who knows, maybe you'll be sharing your own online success story with us someday.
I would love to hear it.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for joining us. And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep creating.